Hi, Joe.
Hi.
Joe, we would like to hear and understand how you got into business, because I know you're running your own business
Yes.
right now. And but how did you get into it? This your business is a family business.
It is.
And we do sometimes have people who do listen to, who are out there but don't know how to get into business. Maybe their dad is running a family business and they don't know how to get into it.
Yes.
Would you first of all just give us a bit of your story, how you started?
Yes. So when I went into the family business, it was a lot more on a part-time basis. I was wanting to earn a bit of money. I wasn't quite sure if I had a place in the family business and what skills I could bring to the table. I think my advice would be to anyone is trust your instincts. If you feel like you need to know more and you want to bring more into the company, go and find that out. So I went to university to study business and marketing because I thought that that was something that would be good to any business. So if it wasn't to work out at the family business, then I still had that skill set to fall back on.
Before you went into business marketing in the uni, did you ever get involved at all with your father's business or your parents' business?
No, literally just helping out part-time here and there. So a bit of administration duties, answering the phone, being in the office when needs be.
Helping out. Why were you doing that?
To earn money, really.
To earn money?
Yes.
But you were earning money doing what you would like to do?
Yeah, I did. I think it was just, I think sometimes it's easy to fall back onto the family business and to think, oh, it's always there. However, there comes a point where you have to decide for yourself what career you want.
Yeah.
And sometimes that might not even be in the family business. And I think that's okay as well. You have to follow, you will be best in what you do when you know truly and doing what makes you happy.
Yeah.
And I realised I always liked business and was always interested in different businesses. And I always really looked up to my father as a businessman.
Yeah.
And that was something that I thought, I want to learn as much from him and from his wisdom. And I think when I first started into the business, it was a lot of sitting and listening to what was going on around, how he put the customers first, how it was always about the honesty and integrity and the values of the business, not just about making money.
Yeah.
And I think that's held us as a company in good stead for sure.
You know what I find fascinating is that the same thing you kind of did when you were much younger, maybe in your secondary school,
Yeah.
and then just coming into the business and trying to earn a bit of money.
Yeah.
Actually, now that you and your brother have taken over the business,
Yeah.
and when you went to university, it was the same thing that you are now taking over. That's the aspect of the business that you're running, which is the still administrative side of things.
And I think the funny thing was, I was always a little bit envious of the people that knew what they wanted to be in life. So I remember like thinking, why don't I want to be a teacher or a vet? And some people from little girls think, I want to be a teacher, and that's the path they follow. And I always thought, I don't really know. I always quite like sport, but I like business. And then I quite like this, but I like business. And then I realised, actually, what I love and wanted more than anything was always right there.
Yeah.
I just had to go and get it and work hard. I think people sometimes feel that family business are handed on a plate. And I think, if anything, we have to work harder to prove to ourselves.
Yes.
Because you're proving to everyone around. I never want anyone to look at me and think it was given to me. It certainly wasn't.
I like what you're saying now, and that probably is what I would like you to share. So that's why we're doing this interview, to kind of encourage maybe another young girl or young guy there whose father is running a business, to give them an idea of how to step into it. Maybe they're in the secondary school at the moment and not sure which area to go to in life. Maybe you could give them an advice of how to start and how to get into it.
I think my advice would be to try a bit of everything. My dad always thought I'd be good at sales because I can badger people. So you'll badger them enough, they'll just buy a sanitary bin service. But I wanted to try a bit of everything. I did a bit of accounts, I did a bit of servicing. I started dipping into marketing, I did a bit of the PR things. And I think if you don't overthink it and naturally dip into quite a few different things, you'll find your path, and that will then be where you're meant to be. You'll naturally go towards the thing. You have to enjoy things. There's definitely aspects of my job that I don't enjoy as much as others, but are a necessity to the company. But I try to make sure what I'm doing, I'm enjoying it, because that, I think, is the key for success. And I think if you are wondering and pondering about whether to be in your family business, it is a big ask. It comes with amazing advantages, but it does have its disadvantages. But I think the key is to try it and see. You never know. Like I said, I never knew this was always going to be my path, and how much I love it now. Wouldn't change my career for anything.
And now you're leading other people in the business. You're managing a business. The business is growing.
Yeah, it grows year on year. Yeah. And it's funny when we get all of our staff together. Yeah. I do feel that pressure sometimes. I think, oh my goodness, I'm responsible for all of these as well.
You still feel like the young girl that used to come in and work for your dad.
Now I know what my dad says when he says he looks in the mirror and sees a 24-year-old. Because sometimes I forget I'm getting older and the business is growing. And sometimes, I'm still that young girl that sort of dabbed my toe in the waters to see where I could go. I'm lucky, of course, I have my brother's support, which helps. But sometimes I still think, oh my goodness, we're responsible for all of this. But there's nothing prouder. Biggest achievement.
Thank you so much for taking time to share your idea. This is Joe of VR Sunny. Thank you for sharing your idea on how to get into family business.
Not a problem.
Especially if your dad is already running that. And if you're watching this, please get involved. If you go to their website, and if you can ask Joe a question if you want.
And you can always call me.
Or call
I'm happy
Joe.
to advise.
She'll just sharing her idea. Thanks for taking time to do this. You didn't have to, but thanks for doing that. We hope that this will help those who are watching.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.